This is awesome. Nobody's here. Like, one car, one guy running, pulling up his pants. Yes, pretty much gonna have the whole place to myself for a while till other people show up. All right, made it to Silver Creek Falls. All right, I'm gonna do 2 hikes today. One hike with my heated Antarctica gear jacket on. There we go. There we go. Medium, low heat, high heat. Just kick it off on low for now while I get ready. And then my second hike, I'm gonna wear just my cool clothing. All right, made it to the park, going to the first waterfall. You see the waterfall? Right here in my glasses. So we made it to South Falls. We're back behind the waterfall, out of the spray zone. Spray zone's down over there. Not very much snow down here like I was hoping for. Kind of wish I would have gone a little higher up in the mountains to a different spot, but this will be fun today. Working my way away from this waterfall. I'm gonna get down below and shoot back up at it. Maybe bust out the neutral density filter, get some long exposure goodness. But pretty cool view from right here. Oh yeah, I'm also gonna fill this up with some water. Check this out. Good flow. Good flow this time of year. All right, I got the Hoya 10-stop ND filter. Going to get that on the camera and start shooting some long exposure down below the falls down here. So right now I've brightened my camera up to like 8 seconds, f2.8, just so I can get it focused, get it framed. 20-second exposure, looks pretty good. Foggy up here. So I think I'm gonna do a little longer, 25 seconds. I think I need to clean my lens too. Good way to check your lens. Say you can't or don't want to move your camera and it's pressed up against like Mother Nature or a cliff. Just use your cell phone. Stick it out in front, put it on selfie mode, take a photo or a video. Looks good. All right, 25 seconds. Here it goes. So 25 seconds, a little brighter. It seems like the fog's dropping down inside the canyon over here. Let's just try 30 seconds, see what it looks like. That's gonna wrap up this waterfall. Gonna hike out, get back to the truck, drive to another part of the park where there's another trailhead, and go check out one of my favorite falls. I like to call it movie curtain falls, or maybe movie theater falls. That's an official wrap of South Falls. Time to hike out of here and go to the next waterfall. See you there. I made it to the truck. Oh, better stop my watch. 2 hours, 12 minutes, 2 miles, and a lot of photos. So, a little sweaty. So this hike starts out at the top of the canyon, kind of like the last one, and we gotta go down, follow a creek to where it meets in with the main creek, and then we go downstream we'll be at the top of the waterfall. Then we hike down further, get midway of the bottom of the waterfall, and then we can walk behind the waterfall and get to the other side and shoot back. And that's my favorite view of this waterfall we're going to. So this waterfall right here is Wizard Falls. It's not the waterfall I came for. Top of the falls. We're almost there. Wow, they got some new trees that fell over. Not supposed to go down there because it's dangerous. All right, just gotta walk to that part and then come down here and we'll be behind the falls. There she is. Yeah, buddy. Whew, feel that wind. Made it to the falls. There she is. One of my faves. See, it kind of looks like a movie theater curtain, doesn't it? Got a little warm, so did a little unzip. Time to get the camera ready. Also got my Grand Trunk stool kind of set up. All right, UV filters off. Now putting on my Hoya 10 stop neutral density filter. Get my focus, drop my ISO to 100. That's looking nice. Got these ferns down the bottom. We're just gonna dial in our exposure first, and then we'll start moving around and get in composition. So I'm gonna crank this to like F8, and we'll start at 20 seconds. Turn on my 2-second delay. There we go. Not bad. Nice and silky. I'm gonna bump it up to 30 seconds, fire it off, see what it looks like. I always like to try out different settings, even though I might like the first one I get, or I know what setting I'm gonna use. It's always good to test out different settings, see what you get, save those, because once you get them on the computer, it's a totally different game. So I really like this log and ferns. So I'm gonna try and go down here. Let me adjust my tripod legs, make them a little shorter. So this log is just wide enough. I can put one leg on one side and two on the other. Now just to see my composition. Gonna have to go vertical. There, woo! Almost the right spot the first try. There we go. Splitting these ferns. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm gonna, these ferns right here in front of me, I'm gonna put them on each side of the waterfall. Actually, I need to come back a little bit. There's a rock in my way to get the shot I really want. There we go. All right, try this again. I wish there was more water falling over here in this section like there typically normally is, but we haven't had rain most of January. Alrighty, let's see how that looks. Not bad. Looks, there's a little movement on the ferns, you can tell. Let's see. Drop my F. A little shorter exposure. 4 seconds. Let's see what that looks like. 3, 2, 1, click. Alright, shooting my final photo, and then I'm hiking out of here. Cool view. I love this water. I'm gonna have to come back with my telephoto. I have my telephoto now, but I'm running out of time. Never enough time. Oh, look at that. The water's like collecting like a little mini side waterfall. So much water hitting that rock. That's it. There's the waterfall. I'm on the trail, hiking back to the truck. Heated up. No more gloves. No more beanie. No more sunglasses. Well, I'll put them back on, but I'm gonna have to unzip this layer. Whew. Almost 300 feet elevation gain from where I was shooting photos of the fall. Here's the last hairpin turn to go up that way. Thanks for coming hiking with me. Until next time, like, subscribe.